Malaysia's economy is still shrinking, but things aren't looking quite so bad. GDP contracted 2.7% in the third quarter after declining 17.1% in Q2. The improved performance largely reflects the reopening of the economy. Melissa Goh reports from Kuala Lumpur.
It's a marathon. Malaysia Central Bank Governor Nur Shamsia Muhammad Yunos, speaking at a virtual news conference to unveil third quarter numbers, said she expected the global health crisis to be long drawn. But Malaysia, she said, is on track to an economic recovery next year.
Since the trough in April, key indicators across sectors have continued to improve, reaffirming the projection of a rebound. Include the continued downward trend in the unemployment rate to 4.6% in September, the fourth consecutive months of improvement in the manufacturing IPI. We also saw the first positive growth recorded in the wholesale and retail trade index since February, where it grew by 0.1. Under these circumstances, any number that is in a positive territory, we are happy.
A growth in the third quarter was driven by a pickup in manufacturing and exports as businesses resumed operations after the government began gradually easing some restrictions from May. Now, the governor was also encouraged by improved consumer spending. The various handouts and policy measures to ease the people's burden had helped. Now, she's maintaining growth forecasts of between -3.5% to -4.5% for this year. Now, GDP is projected to hit between 6.5% and 7.5% next year, supported by various stimulus measures and higher infrastructure spending. The central bank governor believes that there's still fiscal space for the government to borrow, as there's still plenty of liquidity, she said, in the domestic markets. Banks can absorb further government bond issuance, and there is no need for the central bank to step in. Now, Malaysian government has recently raised its debt ceiling to 60%. Now, currently, the national debt is said to be around 57%. Now, the central bank has cut interest rate 4 times this year to 1.75%. And given the benign inflation, which is hovering around 1%, analysts say there's room for another rate cut early next year. Melissa Goh, CNA, Kuala Lumpur.